Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for Psychic Sundays Live with your host, Sally Diane. How's it going? You know what I just realized? That the AI program put 2 eyes in Psychic on our title screen.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, AI is not doing very well with text, I'll tell you that.
Oh, well, it's not doing that well with creating stories either. I find the same phrases over and over again. Anyhow, hi everybody and welcome to our favorite hour of the week, right here with all our YouTube friends just chatting away and doing readings. Before we hop into the readings, I just wanted to talk about a couple of events I have coming up in June. First off, I am going to be taking part in the Summer Solstice Witches Market, and that will be June 21st, which is the Summer Solstice, at the Army Navy in Stratford, Ontario, on Lorne Avenue. So I hope to see you all there. I will be giving $45 palm readings there. That's my market special. And I am going to be accepting appointments in advance for this. So if you would like to secure a spot at my booth at the night market, just send me an email to info@sallydiane.com and watch my website for upcoming edits. I'm going to be doing some work on my website this week, finally. And also I want to talk about a class that I have coming up. And this is going to be at Roro's, which is in St. Mary's out in the country. And that is going to be on Tuesday and a Thursday, followed by, it's 4 days in June. The first 2 classes are side by side, and then there's 2 classes that are a day apart the following week. I will be touching on palmistry and psychometry, and it's a lot of fun. It's an interactive class. I'm sure everybody will enjoy it. So if you're interested, send an email to info@sallydiane.com. And without further delay, we're going to get on with the reading.
Yeah, that's just you speaking too fast without a script.
This is true.
Even though you had me proofread one.
This is true.
What happened to that?
It's on the table. It's on my table desk in the studio.
Oh boy, it'll never be found again.
Does anybody else have a table desk like that? Just kind of like a pile of papers mixed in with other accoutrements?
Like a nest?
Yes, like a nest. I'm trying to untangle it, folks. Anyhow, I am just so glad to get on with the readings. This will be our first show in May.
Yes, it will be. O'Neill wants to know. Spirit messages using the runes.
Yes, I think I'm going to leave the runes out because I peeked ahead and it looks like a lot of people want rune readings. So, O'Neill wants to know about, where are we? Spirit messages for O'Neill. Okay, yeah, that feels about right. And so for spirit messages for you, O'Neill, has to do with putting down roots. You know, so build yourself a more firm foundation. The words shifting sands come through, but it's also saying that there are opportunities around for you to kind of increase your week by week, your renewable income. And what else can it say? All right, so it is time for you to really start to focus. It looks like there are going to be things coming up about younger family members. Oh, there we go. And it looks like you have a love relationship that's a great gift that's coming up as well. So
I'm hearing reports that the sound is off. Did you happen to turn your mic off?
Ooh.
Both switches up. No, both switches are up.
Both switches are up.
I know. My meters are all showing a good signal, too. Yeah, but you guys let us know.
Yeah.
Just in case it's just Prosperity Road that's having a sound off bit. The sound is good. Okay. Prosperity Road sounds like it's on your end.
Yeah, check your speakers. Make sure you don't have sound muted.
Yes.
And I'd like to say hello to Marcy Pride. Always nice to see her in the chat.
Okay. Next we have Blue Snapper.
Okay.
Looking for spirit messages with the runes.
For the upcoming week, okay. And what I have coming up for the upcoming week, it looks like it kind of got things kind of tumbling down. It starts out on.
Now we lost Sally's sound.
Oh, who lost our.
Yeah.
Maybe my mic's no good.
I'm not quite sure what's going on. Choppy with the microphone. Well, give me the end with the canister on it.
All right. Well, sorry about that, folks. That's really not our intention. So. Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Okay, so folks, it might be that
There we go. Thanks, cuz. Okay. Oh, and gone.
yeah, no, no, I can see on my meter that it's not there. So it sounds like the batteries died on it.
Oh no.
And I cannot fix that because I don't have another one.
Oh no. My battery's gone.
All right, well, let me see what I can do here, folks. Give us a second and enjoy the opening screen. We'll be back. right, folks, let's see how that sounds. So you won't be able to hear me very much, but hopefully you can hear Sally.
Okay, can everybody hear me? We're down to one mic here. So, unfortunately, I don't know whether anybody heard what Ollie said, but it's just me right now. Oh, yeah. Okay, so everybody can hear me. And let's see. So, we are working on Blues and Apper. And Blues wants a spirit message for the upcoming week using the runes, and that's where I said you kind of have a tumble down week, and I think that's about the point where my mic went out. But when I look here, I do see that you are going to get a lot of messages, and maybe an epiphany or two right early in the week. So look for I feel like Monday might be kind of emotional, intellectual overload for you. It just feels like you're being fed a lot of information, and not in a bad way. Good stuff, but all information has to be processed. So when we move to the middle of the week, that's why I see you moving around. I do see love coming your way here. So there is some movement in a love relationship in the middle of the week. Although it looks like you are going to also have to deal with past issues. And as we go into the weekend, I see maybe you're feeling a little, you might be feeling a little under the weather. And there's kind of a warning not to overindulge. So I think that your head and your stomach might be a little fragile, a little too fragile to handle a basket full of suicide wings. Okay, and who's next? Let's see.
My screen says Lynette is next.
Yes, and Lynette wants spirit messages from spirit. Okay. And so, Lynette, Spirit says, okay, so one of the things that you have here, it talks about your career path, basically your job, and it's saying that it's giving you a warning against jumping to conclusions. Especially there's a warning about biting off more than you can chew or not asking for help. Because it feels like around work, there's a lot of things around you that's just bigger than you are. And this kind of says that you also have you also have it in you to get what you want. Because it looks like it shows itself as it feels like a new start. And it says, hunt down, don't be afraid. Go ahead and hunt down what you're looking for. So, no faint hearts. Okay, and next we have Brandon. And Brandon says, hey, am I going to get the job I'm hoping to get next September?
Hey, how about you wait for me to catch up here?
Okay. So right now we're bear with us, folks. We're working on a couple of glitches here, and right now we're operating on one microphone, which just isn't going to work. So I think he's looking for another microphone, which I'm sure we have quite a few of them. Oh, we don't? Aw. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to do Brandon's reading. And Brandon Linderman, Lindeman says, hey, am I going to get the job I'm hoping to get next September? All right, so yeah, that's a... So do look for some messages to come through for you. And they're saying that you haven't quite filled all the the requirements of the job. So you need to get your stuff together right there. Also, it does look like you were well liked there, and there is paperwork going on. It is being processed, and the plan is in place for you to move forward with that. So I would say that you have I'd say you probably have about 75-80% yes, because the big thing here is that there's just one requirement of the job that you haven't quite fulfilled. So just look over whatever paperwork you have and figure out what that one thing is. It looks like it's yours to lose. Okay. Oh, there we go. And, oh.
Hey, how's this mic doing? Oh, we got signal. We got a signal.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
One, two, three. Hey, look at that. There's a signal. All right, everybody. Well, I still got to crank that gain up some more.
Thank you, Dorella.
Okay, here we go.
Dorella says, May the 4th be with you. I totally agree.
Yeah. Happy Star Wars Day. Okay, can you all hear me? We'll find out soon. Who we got next? Patricia?
Yes.
Patricia wants to know about May.
Oh.
Oh, I guess it's only May 4th. That's right.
Yeah. What's coming my way in May? Oh, there we go. And, well, the first thing you do, the first thing that's coming up in May is like this recurrent thorn in your side. There's something that just comes again and again and again and again and again, because it also has the rune of the hunter. So it's like, whatever this annoyance is, whatever this little thing is, take care of it. Nip it in the bud. There's something that needs to be nipped in the bud. Okay. Summer looks pretty good for love for you. All right. And, well, like I said, this is for May, so May looks like a good month. Yeah, this is a good month to find love for the summer and to make vacation plans. I like to see that. And a lot of your things, a lot of your future plans can be brought to fruition now. It's kind of saying, take things out of the dream world and bring it down to earth. Make it happen, girl.
All right. And next we have Rosie's Fantasies. Oh, I mean fairies. Will I be in West Virginia this June for work?
You miss toxic waste. Toxic waif.
Not on my screen.
She uses a question mark. Okay, so she's right above Rosie's.
Message retracted.
Oh, I see. Okay, so
Let's see. You got top chat on. You got switched up to live.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, right there.
Here?
Yeah, you know where it says top chat in big letters?
Oh, for crying out loud. All right. There we go. Okay. So.
Rosie's Fairies.
Rosie's Fairies.
Looking for work in West Virginia in June.
All right. Definitely possible. It's like there are roots right here that you can put down in West Virginia, and here's the path to find them. Okay, make it. It says make the plans for over the summer. So since we're in May right now, I think it's saying make sure you give yourself a month or two. But with the summer like right in front of us, it's not a lot of time. And yeah, yeah. It does look like there's a lot of people who will help you with this. It's kind of like the word godsend comes out. So, there are people who are going to help you out, have no real reason to help you out other than just being good neighbors, being good friends. Oh, yeah, you're going to love it there. You're going to love it there. You're going to thrive there. All right.
Wow, look at that. My program is missing questions. I'll go figure. So, besides toxic waste, I also don't have Dorella's question on my screen. Dorella wants to know, when do you see Tony and I reuniting?
Oh, Dorella. Okay, so let's see. Dorella and Tony. I don't know. I can always get into the what happens when you have a pair of shoes that pinch and you throw them to the back of your closet. You drag them back out, they're still gonna pinch. Yeah, well, it is. Yeah, it's kind of like the runes are just telling me. Yeah, this is what you need to kind of look at the situation more realistically. There is a warning here against pregnancy, so that's a possibility too. But yeah, I could see you getting back together for the summer. But man, you get into the fall, yeah, you get around September, October. No, then you guys are going to be on your own.
Okay, summer fling with the X. All right. Okay, who we got next there? Toxic Wave. Messages with the runes.
Okay. Rune messages. All right, let's see what runes have to say for toxic waste. And, oh, you've got travel ahead of you right here. And that's pretty much, going to dominate. You got the summer coming up, so it is going to kind of dominate. There's this idea that things can change on a dime. And I really get this feeling of you going, when I see Fayhue, that's wheat or cattle, but I just feel like it feels like one of the trips you have kind of honors your roots, honors your childhood. Oh yeah, and also love goes very well. So I'm wondering if over the summer maybe you're planning a trip back to where you had your honeymoon or something along those lines. Because it's something that just kind of comes out of the blue. So it might even be a present. And if it is, I'm sorry I ruined the surprise.
Next, we have Cindy C.
Oh, hi, Cindy.
Looking for messages from Spirit.
Oh, I'm sure Spirit's looking for you too. All right. Spirit messages for Cindy C. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the one thing that Spirit's telling you is that what you have, like the relationship around you, something is going to happen that pulls you guys closer together. And there's this reminder of the idea with the two of you, the whole exceeds the sum of the parts. Yeah. Dealing with family, dealing with future prosperity issues. The first thing you get is change. There's massive change coming up for you. And I'm wondering if maybe I'm looking at a state issue here, because it's something that you and your husband work out together, but it has to do with family and money. All right. I wonder if this is retirement money, because you get victory at the end. So you guys this might be a really good time for you to pull out look where your your money is, and maybe stack it a little bit differently. Okay.
Alrighty, next we have pick a card. Well, folks, once again, it's time for Pick a Card. This time for the week starting May the 5th, 2025. Sally's all ready. She shuffled her deck. She's going to pull 3. You pick one. The reading for that card is your reading for the week ahead.
All right. And we have card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. So, which card did you pick? Card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? Card number 1? Well, if you pick that card, what you got for this week is a 10 of Swords. And yes, this is not a nice card. You can tell that there's just this feeling of defeat. But in the card, there's also a calmness around it. So what this says is that you may start out the week in a position of weakness, but if you're willing to give up and let go of your grudges and move forward without clinging to the past, you'll be right to the rising sun by the time Friday comes around. So make yourself be optimistic. Did you pick card number 2? If you pick card number 2, then your card is the 6 of Cups. And the 6 of Cups is a lovely a lovely courtyard scene with, a couple of children playing, and there's flowers, and it just smacks of nostalgia. And if this card comes up, when this card comes up, it can indicate that you've got a meeting with old friends, old family members. This is a week of reunion. So take the time to talk to a friend. If a family member hasn't reached out to you, reach out to them. Did you pick card number 3? Well, if you pick card number 3, then your card for this week is the very powerful High Priestess. And the High Priestess is somebody who has a lot of knowledge. And the idea behind her, and the reason why the Torah is a little camouflage and skirt camouflages the moon a bit, is about the idea that not only does she know a lot of the secrets, but there's stuff that she keeps to herself. So I would say that this week, be as balanced as you can, but don't freely give out information. Okay, and thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week for another edition of Pick a Card.
Okay, we are back. I think my microphone's still working. Okay, that's a good thing. Who we got next here? Next victim is Kara. Will I be in a financial position to buy a condo this year? If the market you're looking at is Toronto, yes. They're going cheap. There's too many.
Yeah. You have the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is a moneyed queen. And you were asking about being in the financial position. So it does look so. It looks like you're lined up for that. You've got the Two of Swords. And so the cards are kind of saying, there's something that you're not seeing here, though. All right, so, and then on the other side, you have the Knight of Wands coming in. And I get the feeling off of him that he's a helper. He's somebody who gives advice. So you may be talking about a mortgage broker or somebody like that. Feels like somebody professional has some really good input for you. And maybe you should listen to him. So you may find somebody who adjusts your paths slightly, but it looks good. Looks very good. If not a condo, then a house itself.
Yeah, Haunting Life, I did some adjustments, but apparently it didn't take. I'm not playing around with it now. I've been option wants to know about a promotion and a raise. She's requested it.
You certainly deserve it.
Yeah, but did you make your case for it?
I feel like you should tuck a green stone into your desk drawer, just way back in a corner somewhere. Okay. Okay. It's kind of no, you're not going to get everything you asked for, and I do feel like it's Don't be offended. Don't read too much into it. The flat out truth is you didn't ask for everything you wanted. It's a business world, and you have to remember, ask for what you want and ask for every penny of what you want. And you should not feel selfish. Because the one thing that you do carry away with you, and this is really, really important and vital, is how much your boss thinks of your work. So, sorry you don't get everything you asked for or everything you wanted. But don't see it as rejection. Remember what your boss said to you. And continue to work to prove yourself. And just remember the next time around, ask for what you want. Be clear about what you want.
And next we have Greenleaf. My partner's acting weird. He came back yesterday with 8 days of silence and told me, let's talk. To then buy time again? Something's off. Help!
Oh, golly. I think this is one that I should do the runes with. I'm just afraid of what the runes would tell her. Well, you asked. And if you weren't ready to hear the truth, you wouldn't ask me. So, yeah, that feels right. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, you are so right something's off. And
So that rune right in the center is the key.
yeah, and where it goes to.
So I'm thinking the center of the picture, which is where you've got your bandaged index finger.
Oh, yes. The red badge of stupidity. Okay, so what we have here, these two runes are fate runes. Like this Nothus is a future, and this Hagalis is a past. And so it does look like he comes back and he makes you feel like you're strong in the relationship and to look to the future. But you're right, something is off because it feels like whatever he was looking for that 8 days, he's going to go looking for it again. That's just the long and the short of it. And it looks like, love is kind of falling by the wayside. So I question how he feels about you in the first place.
Well, if you look at that one more of a modern symbolism, what do you got there?
Well, you got me lost. That's the rune of the hunter. That's I was.
Right. Yes.
But
it's going both ways.
yeah, it is.
Whereas this one isn't.
Right, and it just feels like this one's falling by the wayside, and it feels like he's questioning his love for you, and it's going to come a point where you question your love for him, and then that's when everything comes out. So he's restless and bored, but it gets you restless and bored too. So I'm sorry. I know that you have a lot of hope for this relationship, but right now I don't hold out a lot of hope because something's crumbling there. If you want this relationship to last, you're going to have to get counseling.
Sorry, Greenleaf.
Sorry.
All readings are for entertainment purposes only.
Yes, and you're young, Greenleaf.
Oh, next we have Brother Chris.
Hi, Brother Chris.
How will the new Marcus go for me as readings for this year? Oh, you're going to start doing readings at the markets. Cool.
Yeah. Okay, so dead center you have.
Can you slide them over so people can see them?
Yes. Okay, so what we have here is the third of the fate runes that I hadn't talked about the last reading. This is Isa, and it's the now. It talks about a period of quiet. It talks about a period of stillness. So I'm wondering. Excuse me, please. I'm really wondering why you're not moving forward. So let's see what else it says. You see, you're surrounded by people. There's a lot of people at these markets and you feel well rooted there. And you've had a lot of good ideas about it. And there is an ancestral connection. So you have these. Yeah, it just comes to this idea of not, you know how Einstein says that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. And the readings, for some reason, you're doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. And the runes are saying, don't get too stuck in the mud or too stubborn about how this is done. Be willing to make some changes and evolve, as you should. Because when that happens, you start to make money. So I don't know what you're resisting here, but quit resisting it.
Okay. Next you have Nancy Ray.
Nancy.
You see me meeting a loving companion this year. Yeah? Oh, you already got too many of those.
Okay. Let's see.
Hedgehog it is.
Hedgehog, yeah. All right. I was seeing you have this at the present. Somehow it feels like something in your life is blocking you relationship wise. And I get a feeling that usually we're our own worst enemies. And I think maybe you're not reaching out in the places you should be reaching out. So the idea, it says you're ripe, and you know all your energies and you know all the charts are right for you to find love at this point in time. And it makes me wonder if you're not getting out, or whether you're not going where the people are. And I don't mean that you should hang out in bars, but, you know, maybe you should take up bowling, take up, you know, you have hobbies, you have things you like, start going out and participating in those hobbies. Because it's just as all you have to do is get out there and engage. Love is something that does want to happen to you. And I wonder if maybe you've heard from the older generation, you know, somebody older around you has kind of poo-pooed the idea of online dating. They're right. All right, so.
Leona. Spirit messages for the current season.
Okay,
well, is it current season already?
Oh, okay. So, we skipped over Prosperity Road, but that was. Did you see the one from Prosperity Road?
I don't have anything here from Prosperity.
Well, Prosperity Road is straight to the point. What is Nikki hiding from me? Okay. Straight to the point, eh? I see his time divided between you and another woman here. And it's it's a situation that he just can't really get under control. And there is a woman in his life that is not you. And I'm not going to use the word other woman because this could well be a family member. So I don't really get. Yeah. Okay. Someone in his family is working against you. And that's what he's hiding. He's not letting you know the whole truth about things. I don't know whether it's his mother or sister or something, but there's somebody very close to him that is working against the relationship. And it's somebody he feels that he needs to spend time with. So there's somebody, you got a troublemaker there.
Now is the time for Leona?
Yes. Hi, Leona.
Looking for spirit messages still.
Okay. Okay. So, first off, it talks about family. And that there's a very strong family bond. This is, it just feels like right now that seems to be a big influence on your life. I feel like you might have a family reunion or maybe a graduation wedding, something like that. That sort of thing that brings everybody together in a very big way. and it does seem to be a successful endeavor. There's travel around it. Oh, and a baby. Okay. Um, so the spirit messages are you are going to get messages around family and family reunions and big news. And there's message of a baby, but there's this Hagalas, and this is about the past and the past coming back to haunt you. But I feel like this is something that's saying, you may know everybody's secrets, but that doesn't mean you should be parading them around in front of their friends and fiancés and spouses and the like. So keep other people's secrets to yourself.
Okay, next we have Sean G. Welcome back, Sean. Sean's looking for guidance for the week ahead.
All right, Sean. Okay. Oh, there we are. Sean G. Is there Mercury happening? I haven't checked to see if there's a Mercury retrograde. As a Virgo, that they seem to hit you harder. Guidance for the week for Sean G. All right, so the very first message you're given is remember that life can change on a dime, and some of the old-fashioned advice you were given by your parents really bubbles up to the top this week. It feels like this is a kind of week where their advice kind of rings through your head. So parents are right? But it's also a week where, it starts out with you on a good foot to advance yourself career-wise over the next, say, 6 to 9 months. Yeah. Yeah, this is time to make some big plans for the summer and spend the weekend at home. Yeah. Spend a very good weekend at home.
Cool. Who doesn't like that?
And chewing the fat. Yeah.
Wendy Macero. Will I meet E in person this week?
All right. Well, I meet E in person this week. Just from the idea that the runes are all landing upside down, I'd say that's a no there. Yeah. Yeah, that is not going to happen. That might be a blessing in disguise. Yeah, it really is. And I don't know what it means there, but I think this is a kind of a side issue. That this is really a good week for you to be more focused in on work anyway. Definitely. I don't know whether you're a temp worker or something, but it just feels like at work there's something going on that's for you to put your roots down deeper. But as far as meeting E, yeah, that's not going to happen. Sorry.
And next we have Eve. Looking for spirit messages using the runes.
All right. Okay. Feels right. So, can they see it? No, they can't see them all. So it starts out with Wunjo, which is success and joy. So the first thing that Spirit's saying is that right now you're kind of reaching that top of the mountain sort of thing, that period of victory and joy. But it also feels like this is also a good time right here, right here. It also kind of puts you at a crossroads, because when you come to the culmination of one project, you have to kind of start thinking about what next. So you're going to come to that, what next? You know, what project, what hunt am I going to take up next? Yeah, that feels like. So yeah, what you want to do next, and also there's a little bit about love. You know, I think that it feels like in love, it's something that the phrase "get it straight" just keeps coming through my head. So I'm not sure what that means. Maybe there needs to be a new perspective on love for you to really really have the love that you want. You know, so that's kind of, perspective is important. Okay, so who's next?
We have Diamond.
Hi, Diamond.
What good changes do you see coming for my son? Oh, Diamond wants a reading for somebody else. Well, because it's the son, I guess we can go for.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on there.
Well, I hope your son's old enough for this. Yeah, it feels like your son's had a stint of bad luck coming up, but there's this thing about love, and there is love around him. But I think that he's, you know, sometimes if you have love that's overly passionate, it can get out of hand. Is one of those kind of things. But it looks like there's a baby coming into your son's life, a baby or some sort of a new life. You're going to see his life headed in a better direction, and that's because of him.
Sweet. Good stuff there, Diamond. All right, who we got there? Empress. My boyfriend has pulled away, and I suspect he's making excuses using his health issues. What should be my response and next action? Well, the simple fact that you're here asking tells me that you're not ready to pack your bags and run away.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the tarot. See what the tarot has to say.
So the question is, how much time is the effort worth it?
You're right.
How much time do you want to spend?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yikes.
Yeah, but you know, you look at the Queen of Swords and Empress. That's kind of saying this is the part of you that's seeing this, that he's using it to pull away from you, and it's kind of like, you know, you could probably get him to hang on a little bit longer, and he's really wimp for going into his health issues instead of actually sitting down and talking to you about his feelings. But does it really matter? I mean, if he's going to pull away from you, you know that it's best that you let him pull away from you. And if you want my opinion, I think that you already knew all of this. You were looking for confirmation here. And here I'm seeing that there's a heartache you don't want to deal with, that you're putting off. And yeah, you can prolong this. You can prolong it about 5 months. And all the time being the one who's put upon for a pity party for him. Which, by the way, there's you're right. It's an excuse because you see, positive things start to happen to you when you come out with the truth. When you're like the Queen of Swords, and you've got that sword of truth, and kind of like, I'll help you, but you better not lie to me. That's what the Queen of Swords is. Yeah. And plus that because she has a sword and sometimes she has like a severed head, it does talk about somebody who's willing to cut through to the truth, no matter who gets hurt. And I think that there's a time in the not too distant future that you're going to call him like you sees him without worrying about losing him. This is kind of like, you shine the light of day on this, that it'll be gone.
Oh, you got to pull a John Wick on the guy, eh?
Mm.
Kelsey Wells wants to know, when will I hear back from SC Company regarding the interview? I think that's a one Carter, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not really giving me a time, but you've got the sun, and you just can't get a better card than that. You did really well for the interview. Don't get impatient. Don't call them. But no, yeah, you're real high on the list here. And, yeah, it looks like they may make you wait a period of 3. So it just feels like, even when I see the sun, I get the feeling of summer. So it's kind of like when all the cold weather's gone, which isn't too far.
We are at the beginning of May. That's right.
Yeah.
So that could be 3 weeks.
Yep.
But it could also be 3 days because we don't know what latitude you live in. Hey, Rebecca, turn off your all caps, yeah? Alvin Abraham. Should I declare bankruptcy? Is there surprise money coming in?
Oh.
Well, that's a one Carter too.
Yeah. Okay. I was waiting to see if one of the cards would come flying out. But it doesn't want to come flying out. So it is a very difficult question to ask. But surprise money, no, yeah. It's kind of like, take your losses and run. Take your losses and run, definitely. You should declare bankruptcy, the sooner the better. It's sort of like, just do it and get it over with.
I bet you the next card would be renewal.
Yeah.
Some type of renewal card.
Yeah.
Time to start something new, Alvin. You've been there before.
Yeah.
Okay.
No gambling or waiting to win the lottery.
Rojo be chilling has got a few questions here. I think we're going to go with the last one. And then we're going to go back to Michelle. Rojo be chilling wants messages from their guardian angels.
Ah. Oh, I see. She's the one I prayed for. Okay, so let's see what.
Apparently, the guardian angels are more important than the ones.
Okay, so let's see. So, your guardian angels do say that a solid.
That bottom one's out of frame.
Okay, so.
Just the bottom one is out of frame. There you go.
So, these two really attract my attention. Where you've got Rytho, which is cart, and you've got Manez, which is humanity or the hugger. And so I do feel that you've got a really solid two-way relationship coming your way. Yeah. There it is. Really. Okay, so you were wondering about a person in your life, Rojo, and when I look at these runes and just the way they're paired up, you've got harvest putting down roots. You have Othello homeland. You've got a journey toward a balanced, successful relationship. You've got rapid changes coming in the summer. And right at the heart of it, you've got Burkana, which is associated with birch, fertility, prosperity. Okay, so I do feel like, yes, this person's one, and yes, this relationship will grow. Relationships need to be nurtured, and it just feels like a lot of promise there. The only thing you have to worry about is that somebody close to this person might not exactly appreciate or like you, and how much you let this person know you is up to you.
Let's just hope it's not the evil mother-in-law.
Well, this is kind of vibes it gives.
Yikers.
Yikers, indeed. And you also, it's also topped off with Ansuz, which is it's positive spiritual messages. It's it just says that your ancestors are very much with you and guarding you and guiding you right now.
All right, going back to Michelle Olgard. Looking for spirit guide messages.
Okay.
You've become popular for that.
Yes.
Spirit guides with the runes.
Spirit guides us.
Are the other channels not doing this stuff?
I don't know. Man, your spirit guides. So they're saying that make sure that you're balanced and make sure that it's like accept nothing less than the truth. This one's kind of telling me that you've got a sixth sense within you. You know when somebody's lying to you, and sometimes we just don't want to face it or believe it. If your bullshit detector goes off, know that it's strong. Okay, so trust your bullshit detector. It does say that relationships go well for you over the summer, although it does feel like winter might be a different story altogether. Ooh, which one is that? Also, I think that they say that on the horizon, look for issues with a pregnancy. So that's on the horizon. So I think we might be looking into next year. And that doesn't necessarily have to be you. And the very first thing that you guys want to tell you about is career and job. And this is something where you've planted some good seeds here, and look for them to start to come to fruition.
Okay, who we got next? The 70s. Love reading. Oh, we got Betty Boop as an icon. You know what I looked up today while I was working and probably shouldn't have? And I remember all the old folks remember this, including, my generation. Love is...
A battlefield?
No, the comic strip.
Oh.
The black and white comic strip from Kim.
Okay.
Yeah, the little naive characters.
Yeah, the little Kiwi doll kind of thing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Love is ... and the bottom would be ... something else.
Yes. And we'll get back to you, Rebecca.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so the 70s wants a love reading. Well,
No mood ring included. What was the color for horny?
I don't know. Ooh, I think I better. Okay, 70s love reading. Wow, interesting. Okay, what cards have to say is some things never change. Some things never change. And when it comes to love, you're pleasantly confused. But the truth of the matter is that there's somebody from your past that you have a connection with. And this may be somebody who's been put on the friend list for years and years, but I see this person as being the true love connection. Don't worry, he'll wait. You go ahead and look for what you're looking for. And what
was that? If you can't be the one,
yeah.
what was that song?
If you can't be with one you love the one you're with.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And that was a top 10 tune, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Kira wants to know, what are my partner's current feelings? Let me sleep. I just want to rest. Let me sleep.
Oh. So, Kira. Aw. Your partner loves you. He really does. The thing of it is that he just doesn't feel like he can deliver everything you seem to expect.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah, it really was.
Sorry, folks.
Listen.
Sally's been talking for over an hour. That kind of catches up with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what the tiring part is that. Nabby. What can I look forward to in the near future? Well, let's see what Nabby needs to know right now. Well, there's a card that tumbled. Work, work, work.
Yeah.
Not the future you envision, is it?
Yeah. Okay. Pardon me getting coffee, folks, but like the producer says, I have really been talking too much. Okay, so what was it? What was the question?
Kira wants to know about Nabby wants to know about the future.
Right.
So let's see what Nabby needs to know right now.
Yeah, well,
Those are all really good cards.
yeah, really. You know, you've got Star dead center, but the Star is saying go ahead and reach for what you want, even though it is a high reach. And it says that, you know,
that first card is work. You're gonna have to work for all that.
You're gonna have to work for all that, but it's worth it.
Okay.
And it does look like you're well aspected in love. You got this guy around you, and the Knight of Cups is the romantic, the poet. You know, a lover definitely, maybe a little younger.
Well, folks, I am so sorry. We're not going to get to the last two questions. Sally's done talking.
Yeah.
As simple as that. Not much we can do about that. We are here every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And we do hope that you have a good week ahead. Happy May the 4th.
And may the 4th be with you. And, oops. Never
No,
mind.
keep going.
Don't forget to send an email at info@sallydiane.com if you are interested in a reading, or give the spa near the tracks a call at 519-272-1293. And I will see you next week for the next episode of Psychic Sundays Live.
Bye, everybody. Have a good
Bye-bye.